வணக்கம். நீங்க எப்படி இருக்கீங்க? நீங்க எப்படி இருக்கீங்க? நீங்க? Am I saying it right? Apparently saying me எப்படி இருக்கீங்க is like rude. Sorry, I'm learning from TikTok. All the Tamil people tell me. What we doing? Hello everyone, welcome back to another meal prep with me. Today we are working with natural light. As you can see, the sun is out at 10 to 6 in the afternoon, so we're just going to work with the natural lighting, and we'll add lighting as it goes along, right? The other lighting in the last video is very harsh because it was my first time just using a softbox on its own. But anyway, today we are working with what's in the fridge. Okay, I've already done a kind of look through the freezer. I have frozen broccoli, I have frozen mixed veg, and to be honest, like, I don't know why I don't use this stuff up more regularly, but I am going to be observing the fast for Pongal / Kavadi, whatever you know it as. It's basically Pongal, and I thought it is going to be the best time to meal prep for my people who are fasting. I don't know why the light is playing us. So I thought, whether you're fasting, whether you're just detoxing, whatever the case is, let's try and give it a go. So on today's episode of meal prep with me, I don't have a full glam face. I just came home from the gym. I don't know why I planned to do this meal prep after I came back from the gym, but it just worked out that way. Okay, so today I'm going to be making a recipe that I used to make quite often at my brother's house years ago when I lived with him. So I'm going to change it up a bit, and I'll tell you why. Because I checked my freezer. I'm literally just trying to use whatever's in my freezer. I have broccoli, I have mixed vegetables, frozen broccoli, frozen mixed vegetables. I did buy butternut from the shops today as well, so I am just gonna be adding that into the mix. So this is roasted vegetables with couscous and feta. So the ingredients is quite simple for this. You need 4 cups of assorted vegetables. We're not going to use that much because it's only me. I'm just going to use whatever's in the fridge. We have 30 ml olive oil, 1 knorr, if you'll say knorr or no, I don't know what you'll say. I say knorr. Knorr roasted vegetables veggie bake, 1 cup couscous, 200 grams feta cheese, and 125 ml of roasted pumpkin seeds or sunflower seeds. Over the years, what I've literally done is just adapted this recipe a bit, and I just kind of put in peppers, onions. So typically I would put just a whole bunch of vegetables, really, like mostly peppers, onions, butternut. You can put marrow, you can put baby marrow, but today I'm making it quite simple and easy because I don't have a lot of vegetables and I want to use up my frozen vegetables. So we're gonna try and do this with frozen vegetables. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be tasty regardless, but let's just give it a go. I don't know if I want to put my butternut in the air fryer or attempt to heat up my oven, which I haven't used since I moved in. But I think I'm going to do it in the air fryer. I think that's going to be easy. And then what I also want to meal prep is a few, like fruit. I want to meal prep my fruit as well, so I can just grab the little container wherever I'm at. Everything is pre-portioned out. And then yeah, I want to make overnight oats as well. So you guys can definitely substitute your protein with whatever you feel necessary. I'm gonna go with chicken style, meat-free, vegan patties today. Let's get into it. I don't know what to start with. Let's start off by washing my hands and cleaning my counter. Okay, my kitchen sink is not the cleanest. I was busy washing dishes earlier, but what I like to do is when I'm washing my nails, I take my favorite hand wash. It can be antibacterial, whatever floats your boat, and I take a brush and I really just get under my nails. It's super important to wash your hands. Do this in the sink because it does spray everywhere, as you guys can see. But I really like getting underneath, and I do this before and after I cook as well, just because sometimes food particles can get stuck under your nails. Okay, so what I'm obsessed with is the fact that Checkers, you are doing the Lord's work, Checkers, or Fresh Mark. This is packed by Fresh Mark. So this is air fryer ready, and it is ready to steam in the microwave. What? I am very pleasantly surprised. Thank you very much. So this already says that you need to cut, so there's options for oven cooking, microwave cooking, boiling on the stove, and air fryer. So it says cut 1 centimeter off top corner of the bag, place the bag on a plate, microwave in the bag on high for 5 minutes, leave for 1 minute before opening, remove the vegetables from the bag and place in the air fryer. Season to taste and generously sprinkle with olive oil. Air fry for 15 minutes at 160 degrees. I was wondering to myself, how the heck am I going to make air fried butternut? I've never tried it before, but this is genius. Okay, so I'm gonna cut off 1 centimeter. They say you must put it on a plate, but I think I've done this before and I haven't put it on a plate. I just left it like that in the microwave. It's like, okay, let's put it on a plate. I mean, I am filming this after all. This is not the day to be a rebel. Okay, so while that is going for 5 minutes, let us prep our little fruit situation. I'm going to show you guys on the other camera. Okay, so today we're going to be meal prepping some strawberries and some grapes. I fell for strawberries and grapes. I'm going to take a glass bowl and I'm just going to put all of the fruits in here. I'm going to add some salt into my water. And just let that sit. I know you're supposed to put vinegar and what, girl. In this economy, we don't have vinegar to waste. So I am going to put my fruits in these little bowls. Before I do this though, we're going to let our butternut sit for a little bit, but in the meantime I need to prep the little container. So I got these little air fryer containers from Shein. It does sort of flatten out. It doesn't fit my air fryer completely because mine is square. So while the butternut is cooling down, I'm going to preheat my air fryer. If you guys are wondering what air fryer I have, it's just a Milex one. It's not that deep, and I think I got it on special as well. I'm going to put this paper towel on the side, and I just want to dry off my... I'm actually going to rinse this. I don't see any ho-hos. It just looks like it's from the strawberry. Okay, let me rinse these out. I'm going to rinse all that salt water out, and then I'm going to dry everything on the paper towel. You don't want to have too much moisture in your food prep containers, because that's what causes your fruit to go rancid, you know. So it's very important to just dry off your fruit as best as you can. You know what I mean? Okay, our whatchamacallits, our air fryer is done preheating, and just to kind of make my life a bit easier, I'm gonna fold some paper towel in half. I don't have the patience to wait until all of this fruit dries, you know what I mean? And then I'm gonna put them in my containers. Let's see how many strawberries I have in total. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No. 4, 8, 12, 16. Okay, so 4 strawberries each day. I'm just gonna make my life easy again. Cut those, cut the tops. I've been doing nachos for a while, but I'm a little bit over nachos at the moment, so I'm just gonna do. Then we're gonna fill the rest up with grapes. These are quite small grapes, but they're seedless, so less work. I'm also gonna make sure all of the grapes are fine for consumption. You know those sad, sometimes the grapes look sad. So I wouldn't put that in. Okay, actually I washed these really well as well, and looks like all of these grapes, this whole punnet of grapes is gonna fit in here. Hopefully. Whoop. This is our little fruit snack. Okay. I'm just eating whatever stragglers we have. I just put the air fryer just to preheat for 1 more minute. So this is our air fryer paper, and it's just easier to make oily stuff, and then, you know, this is like a one-use paper. I do have a silicone one, but I used it the other day for meat, so you know, it's not washed. So this is great either way, you know. Next, we're gonna take this hot butternut. This bag is sealed proper, okay? We're going to add the butternut to the bowl. Ooh. Oh, like a hooter. At this point, we're just going to spice the butternut. Okay, so I'm going to go in with some olive oil. I'm gonna do some cinnamon. I always love some cinnamon with butternut. Gonna do a little bit of salt. Gonna do a little bit of pepper. I mean, I like a little bit of aromat. I mean, at this point you can really add whatever seasonings you want. I'm just adding a little bit to see what the vibes are going to be. I'm going to do a little bit of oregano. You can do fresh herbs, whatever your vibe is. I'm also thinking of all the other vegetables that have yet to go in this concoction. Let's maybe do some parsley. And then this is my preheated basket, so please be careful when you are putting your butternut in here. Okay guys, we're gonna go to a voiceover for a little bit because the air fryer is going and I know that sound can be annoying. So I am chopping up some onions and I'm just gonna put that in a bowl. I'm not dicing it, I'm just chopping it up. Yeah, in slivers. And then I'm going to do my overnight oats. So I use rolled oats from Checkers and I'm doing like 2/3 of a cup in each jar. I got these jars from Checkers, which are quite nice for meal prepping. And then I also did a smaller jar just in case there's a day I'm not that hungry. So I did a smaller portion in that jar. And then I went back and checked my butternut and just put that back into the air fryer. And then I'm taking chia seeds. I basically do a teaspoon of chia seeds. This is really great to add to overnight oats, and it definitely makes you feel fuller for longer. So I'm just adding that. And then I'm going to go ahead with flavored yogurt. Now, this is just to cut down steps and cut down ingredients. But if you want, you can do plain yogurt and honey. I just figure flavored yogurt is the easiest. I like vanilla, so I'm doing that. And I'm just adding about 2 or 3 tablespoons into each jar. And then I'm going to top it up with milk. Now you want to add the same amount of milk as oats. So if I added 2/3 of a cup of oats, you need to add 2/3 of a cup of milk. So the milk and oats needs to be in the same ratio, and I find that this is what makes it taste the best. Okay, so this is what the butternut looks like. That looks really, really good, you guys. So I'm gonna transfer it back to our little mixing bowl that we had it in initially. I did leave it to rest for a little bit as well. So I was so like two-minded of whether I put everything together, but I figured, you know, let the butternut cook by itself. To do some bashing to break this up, I'm gonna add, oh, is this too much? Yes, that is too much. I'm gonna add some mixed veg. Also gonna do some broccoli, but I think broccoli needs a bit quicker to cook. So I'm gonna put the mixed veg in with the olive oil that's already in here and all the flavorings. Let that defrost a bit and then we'll add the onions. In the meantime, I am going to chop up some feta. This is South African feta with black pepper. Interesting. I'm gonna do one and see how much that is, and then I'll do another block. So this is basically almost fully thawed out. So I'm gonna put my onions in now. You know what, you guys, if I was using fresh stuff, this might have been a little bit quicker, but it's okay. We're trying to use up whatever's in the fridge, or freezer rather, so it's completely fine. This is basically what our situation is looking like. My onions are not as cooked, but I also didn't want to overcook the other stuff, so it's fine, we'll deal. I'm gonna be doing the broccoli in a pot on the stove. Just boil it, kind of just blanch it. I want to keep most of the nutrients in the broccoli, but now we're gonna put our meat substitute or protein in the air fryer. So this is my plant-based chicken style burgers. It's coated with a crispy golden crumb. It's also 100% vegan. Sometimes most of these things, oh, there we go. Air fryer, preheat air fryer at 180 and cook for 8 to 9 minutes, tossing once. Do not overcook as this will spoil the texture. Okay, perfect. Let's move this to one side. Ooh, that looks like real chicken. Just gonna spray some cook and bake. Spray and cook, whichever one you have. Use that. Then we're going to put it in the air fryer, 180 degrees. I'm gonna put it for 8 minutes, but I will check in between. Okay, so my soya patties or plant-based patties are done. I've had hiccups the whole day. It's so annoying. So I'm gonna put this on my board to just cool for a little bit. And I am currently with my broccoli on the stove. I just want it to kind of blanch. I'm waiting for the water to come to a boil and then I will switch it off. Now we're gonna have to do the couscous. Now when it comes to couscous, you can pre-prep this in terms of like dishing it out in your specific containers and stuff like that, but because the weather is so sporadic right now in Johannesburg, one day it's cold, one day it's hot, one day it's storming, you get the idea, right? So I'm going to be making the couscous in a separate container. You can store it in the fridge up to 4 to 6 days. I did Google and I think you should be good to go. But other than that, so it's completely up to you whether you want to mix it in with your vegetables. If you know you're going to go through this meal quite fast, then by all means mix it together. But sometimes you don't want to mix it because the vegetables might end up spoiling the couscous. This is just from my experience of making this for quite a few years. So I will show you guys how we plate everything. I'll, you know, be here with you guys to talk you through it. Yeah, I just want to play it safe, not spoil the couscous or anything of that sort. So yes, now the broccoli is almost done. The only thing with frozen broccoli is that it loses all its little florets. Okay, let me strain this. I'm an old school gal. This is what I do. Okay, so now we're going to add more boiling water into the kettle. I'm just letting the water dry out from the broccoli. So I'm going to be putting a portion of couscous in here in my glass container. The other camera is charging, so please bear with me. I kind of do 1 cup. Sometimes I eyeball it. I think I'm going to eyeball it today. So this is basically how much I'm going to make. This is like double of what I usually, triple of what I usually make. And we're going to fill this whole thing with hot water, boiling hot water, to just cover the entire couscous. And then we're going to close it up and it is going to do its own thing. It's very quick to cook, so I wouldn't recommend putting it on a stovetop or doing it on a stovetop because it might get overcooked. Okay, so once the water is boiled, you're going to cover your couscous with just enough water. Then we're going to cover it up. You can add salt, olive oil, that kind of stuff, but I do have seasoning in the vegetables. Okay, now we're going to mix all our vegetables together. Ideally, doing this all in one situation would have been great, but I mean, this is fine. I'm going to add a little bit more flavorings in here. Let me actually taste. I'm just gonna also add a little bit more pepper. Really like season this to your taste, you guys. Like it's totally up to you. You want to mix this really well so that all the spices get evenly distributed. Okay, so now we're gonna portion out our vegetables. Make sure there's like an even amount in each container. This looked like a lot, but it's actually really not a lot. So whether I want to eat this hot or as a salad, we are good to go. And then I am going to plate my supper for you guys. Let's check the couscous. You just need to like start flaking it like this. You basically need to fluff it back up once the water has absorbed. Okay, let me dish some out so that I can flake the bottom effectively. So when you're plating for the week, you plate your couscous. Also, if you reheat couscous, then you do need to add a bit of water to it so it doesn't dry out. Okay, then we're gonna put our roasted veggies on the side, roasted or air fried. And then we have our chicken pieces. I'm just gonna put it on the side. I guess if you want your chicken pieces crispy like every single day, then you can most definitely do it per day. But I mean, we are prepping, we are meal prepping, so everything needs to be as simple and easy as possible. And last but not least, the star of the show that really makes this meal is some feta. Trust me, you guys, the feta is everything. Oh, I did lately today. Yeah, not fun. Okay, so I'm just gonna mix my couscous with my vegetables. The idea is to like make it a salad, you know. Let me get a bit of everything, a bit of chicken. This is not dry at all. Just make sure you put enough olive oil. This is actually so delicious, you guys. Like, I also seasoned this like to perfection, if I do say so myself. You know, feeling and putting sometimes plays off. You know what I'm saying? Wow. At least today's video we didn't finish filming. Okay, it's only like a 40 minute, half an hour, 40-minute difference. But I'm gonna go and eat my roasted vegetables with couscous and my plant-based burger patty cut up. That is it for this video. I really hope you guys have enjoyed. Don't forget that we also food prepped our fruits and our overnight oats. So yeah, I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video of me prepping my food out for the rest of the week, and I hope I inspired you to try something new. Guys, this is so delicious. I'm already almost done with this, okay? It is so good. Honestly, it's so good, guys. No word of a lie, it's so good. Like, this might be on my regular meal plan because it's so bomb. So yeah, that is it from me. Don't forget to slay all day every day with and without makeup. As always, comment down below, let me know if you have enjoyed this video, and I will definitely keep it coming. I love you guys so much. If you guys have any food prep ideas that you would like to share, not just for me but for people who may be in the comment sections with you, definitely leave them down below to help us busy girls out. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to slay all day every day with and without makeup, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye bye.